the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Fielded in the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard.
The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 4 catches, 63 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch everyone thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Kamara.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
At the 23-yard line.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brings up third and 3.
Back to throw again. Open man is Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has. But I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. The numbers for Jones last week, 18 carries, 127 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
Brings up third down.
To throw on third down. Meadows. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Meadows. Here he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. From the gun, Meadows. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Sean Davis that time on the tackle. 2nd and 9 now. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
8 yards on
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
20-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
For Saints 7, Buccaneers 0.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And 9 at the Buccaneers 13-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is they went back.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. It's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Recovered by Tampa Bay.
Following the fumble recovery, Meadows. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now left side on the swing pass. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down. Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Jones, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Throwing on 1st down. Meadows. He completes this into the hands of Miller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Meadows. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
But you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 45-yard line.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. A good pickup there at 22. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Harris has it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It escapes the sack. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Running with Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Number
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
You're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And shutting him off now over the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 43 yards that time.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
It leads to second.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got him. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Evans once again the intended receiver, and it's second down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Meadows. Man open, it's Goodwin. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down. Meadows. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And this one is right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively or offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
28. Buccaneers 10.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you, and it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he whips that one incomplete there.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Say they have it, and they do.
The quarterback taken down and
But that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
complete to Deontay Harris.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word to get symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And 8.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's a touchdown. And there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. In their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Well, the protection was pretty good there. He was able to hold on to that for a long time, but just nobody could get open.
Excellent coverage downfield. As you mentioned, no one can get open, and he's just trying to avoid the sack and get the ball out of there. But he ends up dumping it off, and it ends up as a negative yardage play.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
On 1st and 10, Meadows. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Meadows. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
From the gun, Meadows. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The catch made by Miller.
Meadows.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
38. Buccaneers 17.
To throw on 2nd down. Meadows. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 36.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now Kamara. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Tackle made.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run. This is Kamara. They find some open field here. 20. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 7-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. 43 yards on the ground. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Going with a screen for Murray. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Charles.